Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Libra for February of 2017. First, I want to tell you all, this month marks 2 years of me doing YouTube videos, and I want to tell all of you that have subscribed to the channel and everybody that watches it. We have over 10,000 subscribers, way over now, and I'm just kind of floored. So thank you. I figured there'd be 3 or 4 or 5, maybe, if I was lucky of you, that would be watching the channel. But there's a lot of you, and I guess that I'm just don't know what else to say except thank you very much for watching. And the other thing is, remember the prayer classes out there and running. There's a little short YouTube video about it. It's a very comprehensive class. It's 2.5 hours long. It's, basic structures, how you do them, how you format prayers, and prayers for doing this kind of work, prayers for manifestation, and it kind of heightens your perceptions. As soon as I'm done with these videos for the month, I'll be getting ready to put the sutras out, a class on that for you, which are thought forms that enhance the clear perceptions. They're done in meditation, and it for those of us that are getting into this, it moves us forward real fast. And for those of us that have done this work for years, it fine-tunes it even more. So those will be up around the beginning of February. I don't know how long it'll take to get it up there. I'll put a little video out, just like the prayer class video. They're like 5 minutes long. They explain everything to you. Okay, well, what I've done for the month is I've pulled 4 cards, and I will use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I'm an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I will speak as if I'm you. So now all of us Libras out there are just named Frankie for the time of this reading. Anyways, and I'd advise you to look at your moon sign and your rising sign also, and it gives us a clearer view. And sometimes the sun sign just doesn't get it for you, so if you know those, go look at them and put all 3 together, because they're just general readings. I don't think the cards are going to go week by week. I think there'll be like a theme throughout the month, and they'll blend in and out throughout the month for us. Now, I am not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us, and it's going to be in our 5th house. And that's a good house. Creative talents, freedom, pleasure, entertainment, and romance. Loved ones and children, and I think it's a birth in there. That's a really nice place for it to be. I got a feeling, though, looking down at all this, our words and everything together, it may not be just that 5th house stuff that we're dealing with, because I keep hearing for all of us, all of us Libras this month, the most important thing for us to do is to set the boundaries so we can maintain our personal liberty or our personal freedom. And it bodes well that we don't get involved in other people's dramas or their troubles, or and let them influence that personal liberty. It feels like a month. Us as Libras, we really don't have boundary lines. We like everyone to kind of be happy. We're the balance, scale of justice and all those little issues there. But I'm feeling very strongly, protect our own rights. Make sure that we move forward with our personal space, our personal liberty, and do not become involved in other people's problems for this month, because I think it's going to be important to us because of the way these cards are, and partially we have really good words here, and because of the way the cards are laying, and I think we're going to make some major shifts or adjustments, and we may need that. Our words are really good. They're support, resilience, birth, yeah, and fifth house means pregnancy, birth, children also. So there you go, loved ones and children, and our words birth and acceptance and sisterhood and brotherhood. So there's people or influence around us that are going to support us while we do this or while we make this forward motion, because or protect our personal space, you know what I mean, our own liberty or being in the world. I don't know what that's going to mean. You guys will know it and tell me, I suppose, here. But anyhow, our first card is the Ace of Cups. That's on the bottom of the deck. What a wonderful card to get. This is fresh new starts, new beginnings. It can be birth of a child. It can be new, fresh, one-on-one relationships, new, fresh, that would show me the birth here, acceptance of new one-on-one relationships, creative endeavors moving forward. This particular ace is the consummation of our dreams. So what was it we were working for? It's going to be accepted, we have that support, those words, brotherhood, sisterhood, and support. We're Libra, we're resilient, we fit very well, and this is kind of like the gift. So if this is in our work, it could be a new project being given to us or forward. If it's our marriage, it could be birth, of a new child or something wonderful around our children. But it's just an exciting, wonderful card that means fresh, new perspective on everything. And it kind of like makes everything else that we have, because I think we're going to kind of have to stand up for ourselves. So it makes that. If we have this card in mind, take a good look at it. If we have this in mind as our end result, it just makes everything so much easier, better, more flowing. For some of us that's in our career, it could be a new job or a promotion in the old job. For some of us, let's say, maybe we were having problems in our marriage or at work. It's like the fresh new beginning, new start, new perspective, one-on-one relationships of any kind can happen with this card, and change happens because the ace is the beginning. It's the very beginning. So we have other cards that support that, and the next card is the Hierophant. And that's something with order and structure behind it. Could be at work. It could be the church, maybe we're going to get married. Maybe we're having the new child and they're being baptized through here, or we could, it's something with structure, rules, regulations, but it's something that we want to do. Something that will support us. Our word support. It's resilient. It's stood the test of time. Could be the corporation we work for. The one thing about this card is it usually has rules and regulations that we want to adhere to, or they benefit us in some manner, or we believe in them in some manner, or it could be the person we love or the fresh new start belongs to this, and maybe, they need or want or need or want us to support it. Every time I think about that, I think about, maybe I'm Baptist and my new husband's is Catholic, and they said you have to take the catechism in order to get married in our Catholic church. I don't know, but that's what it reminds me of. Or these are the rules of our corporation. If you break those rules, there's going to be some kind of, crack on the hand or people frowning at you or something like that. But it stood the test of time, you know? So it could be a church, like I said, it could be a corporation, it will be something, some organization or that I belong to that's going to support me, you know, maybe accept me into it. There's a lot that goes along with this, so we don't want, we don't want to be involved in other people's trouble because we've went through, is the way this feels. We've went through a lot. We're resilient. We came out on the other end. We're being accepted because the next card here is the Eight of Swords. And I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get the glare off of there for you. She's all tied up, has a blindfold on, and there's swords all around her. And this is a card of when the Two of Swords is the card when you are in denial about the choice you have to make. With this Eight of Swords, it's like, I'm not in denial. I know I have to make the choice, but I still feel stopped or held back, or there's other obstacles in my way. But the truth of the matter is, usually she's blindfolded, right? This one, she's blindfolded and her mouth is, blindfolded. She can't speak either, and that always gets me when I look at that. And then our message about protecting our personal space, our personal liberty, what I want to do is she's just tied up in cloth here. All she has to do is shake herself, and it'll all fall off of her. Step forward, make the choice, make the decision, face the fact. It's like the Band-Aid theory. You either pull it off and it's like, oh, ow, ow, or you just say, ouch, and it's over. That's what she reminds me of. If we pull it off, shake that off, we have all these swords, we can cut off the blindfold if we want to, and we can open our mouth and we can speak. And we have that right. There's support for it. There's, friends, family, other people to help us with it because we've been going through, it's been 2017 was a rough year for a lot of us. And this card here, the Five of Wands, this deck, they're rods. This Five of Rods here is about competition and in the workplace or global competition where you have to, up your game and fight for what you're getting and watch no one else, is taking that position, before you, or step up and enhance, in the struggle because they're fighting each other, they're competing with each other and battling each other. But it causes us, to look for what is more suitable for us. Being as our message was to protect, our personal liberty, protect our rights, if we have to. This shows we can do it. We can do that. We like everybody, to be happy, and we're the romantics, they say, and da 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 da, on and on. Maybe we were fighting for a new love. Maybe we're fighting for old love. And we had up our game, or we felt we did somehow, some way. I can't say for sure because these are general readings, Can't say that, but this card shows we made it through. We won the battle. We upped our game, If we were in a competition, we made it through. And this is fifth house, the freedom and pleasure and romantic pursuits and entertainment, whatever is going on here, we've made it through. And sometimes this Five of Rods, Wands, whatever, can be a fake battle or a mock competition, or where people are just battling each other just for the sake of hearing themselves talk or whatever too, So maybe someone's baiting us with this card, but we know better. You know, we know better. We got that Ace of Cups that goes, this final card is the Ten of Swords. Not looking good here, but this 10 is completion. This is showing me we made it through. The one thing about tens is it's the number one. This is the end. That job's all, that is done, over, fine, complete, right? Because when we get this particular 10, we have learned the lessons, suffered the betrayal, been without support, have been, you know, like where we're just feeling really, really down in the dumps from past issues. Past issues. That's the key to this card. It's not now, it's past issues, what we have suffered. Now, we break all those ties with the past, break all away from all those things that were intended to harm us, and realize that we are supported, we are resilient, we are strong, we are fresh, new birth, whatever. You know, when I feel this, and I think we had birth and, you know, birth and pregnancy. Maybe some of us have suffered the loss through a pregnancy, you know, or whatever, and we couldn't come to full term. We've already done it this time. We have the birth, you know, if it came in that area of our lives. But this is the end. So we have 2 ones here. 2 of them. Everything new and fresh, and all this that we went through, we break it. We break our tie with it. We don't look back on it. We sweep the corners, all the dusty corners out, and we toss it right out the door. We may have some structure coming in. We have some choices that we have to make that we're feeling wishy-washy about, but we know what they are. So we can't deny them anymore. The facts are there in front of our face, so we make them. And there's support for it and acceptance for us when we do. And that's what makes it also exciting, you know. So if this is career, we know we were getting the job. We wouldn't be having to fight off the coworker that's stealing our work all the time. We were moving to the new company that had its new set of rules or whatever, and we were being accepted. And the word birth can also mean, you know, like new prospects, creative endeavors on there for us, that we've gathered the strength and overcome the competition, and we got it. Now, new job, new set of rules, new corporation. You see what I'm talking about? But we are actually entitled, you know, this month. Whoa, 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 everything's dropping. That's why I don't shuffle on air. It's bad. You should see that we are entitled to do that. So make sure you protect your rights. You strive for greater personal liberty. You know, like make sure that you know your boundary lines. We're Libras. Sometimes we will get this just because we don't have those boundary lines. But now is our time to have them. We've beat the competition. We made it through. We've made the appropriate decisions. We took the blindfold off and said, hey, this might hurt, but I'm moving forward because this I know is what is good and well for me. And oh my God, Libra, we can't make these cards up. No way. I don't know if I can get the glare. I don't think I can. It's release and surrender. And if those last 3 cards don't show us something, combined with this, it's really showing us something, because we get the Ace of Cups, you know. It's worth it. And there's support. There's people around us where there's acceptance and support, and the sisterhood, brotherhood, people around that will support and accept this and help us. It says release and surrender. Sometimes these angel cards are wild. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and our assistance. Wow. If that 5 of rods here, if these two cards don't mean anything, and that 8 of swords, I don't know what does. Good gravy, Libra. We're on a roll this month. Let's see what the rest of this card means. It's an absolutely beautiful card, too. If I can find. It says, the angels bring the card to you because you've been trying to fix this situation single-handedly. And we have words, sisterhood, brotherhood, support, and acceptance. We don't have to. They'd love to help you and answer your prayers. But first you need to surrender and release the situation. Surrender simply means that you're tired of struggling. It means emotionally letting go with faith that the divine wisdom of spirit, which includes your higher self, can do a better job. Wow. Wow, if that's not the Hierophant, I don't know what is. Surrender doesn't mean that you've given up or that you want to be controlled. Remember what they said about personal liberty. Though through surrender, you'll be assured of a better outcome. If you need help with surrender, ask the angels to assist you. And the additional parts are, don't worry about how the prayer is answered. Let God figure out the details. Be willing to ask for help, support, and acceptance, brotherhood, sisterhood, friends. Release the tension and the need to control, and things will go better. Avoid power struggles in your relationship. Simply own your own power, and you won't have to fight for it. Your personal liberty. Wow, Libra, that's some reading. Whoa, I want to tell y'all, thank you for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. I don't get a lot of time to write you back, but I want you to know I read them all. And thank you very much for them. If anybody wants to know more about me, all the information's down below at the website if you just want a neb, or if you want to set up an appointment with me. All the information to be able to do that is at the website, and that's down below the screen. And thank you once again for helping me make it through 2 years now, and everybody I've met through doing this for 2 years, and all of you I've met through 28 years of doing readings. I want to tell almost 29 years, oh my God. I want to tell each and every one of you it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.